University of North Alabama leaders want to option in to a settlement with the NCAA. This could be a landmark move that would compensate current and former athletes for the NCAA's use of their name, their image, and their likeness. WAFO 48's Aria Pons live now in Florence. Aria, this settlement could come with some other changes for Division I schools as well.
Yes, it could, and UNA leaders say they're ready to opt into the settlement, but not until the 2026-2027 school year. And like you said, it could change a few aspects of college sports through student-athlete revenue sharing, increased scholarships, and roster limits, among other things. Now, this settlement is due to in process 3 big lawsuits against the NCAA in the past. It's obviously used to settle those lawsuits. One focus for most leaders at the university here, the roster limits. Though they say they want to protect the current athletes that this settlement would cut. For UNA, this also means that they'll compete over the year under normal regulations with no roster limits and no caps on scholarships for student athletes, as well as no caps on NIL compensation. The settlement will be decided in April, and if it's approved, then it will go into effect on July 1st. UNA Athletic Director Josh Looney says they're trying to make sure current athletes are safe from the roster limits. Not opting in for the next school year would prevent the athletic programs from having to cut around 50 athletes.
There's real students in those positions, and it's not just a football cut down. The roster limits really impact baseball, softball, women's soccer. So I think we're fortunate to be in a space where we can continue to evolve and rise in the Atlantic Sun, utilize our strong collective, and uphold those roster spaces here for the next year for our athletes.
Since UNA isn't actually a defendant in the lawsuit, they get to decide each year whether they want to opt in or opt out. Looney says that in the next year, they want to see how this will bode for other universities, especially before they officially decide to opt in as well. No timeline on when that official decision will be made, but they say they are ready to opt in 2026. Reporting live in Florence, Aria Pons, 48 on your side.